Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English. In this video, we shall have the discussion of the important 2 marks questions from the story The Remains of the Feast written by Githa Hariharan. This is in the syllabus of first semester BSc General English and the Bangalore University SEP syllabus. Let's begin it. Who is the narrator of the story The Remains of the Feast? Githa Hariharan. The narrator of the story is here Ratna, a young medical student and the great granddaughter of Rukmini. What relation does Rukmini have with Ratna? Rukmini is the granddaughter of Ratna. And how old is Rukmini? Rukmini was 90 years old when she died. What was the main illness Rukmini suffered from? She was suffering from cancer that spread from a goitrous lump on her neck. Why did Rukmini refuse surgery for her lump earlier in life? She feared an operation. She feared an operation would lead to an unnatural death due to societal beliefs. Then, what was Rukmani's attitude towards her son and daughter-in-law's death? She found it slightly hilarious that she outlived them. How did Rukmini entertain herself in her later years? She laughed at her ability to mimic a train whistle by farting. What was Rukmani's behavior toward food after she became bedridden? She craved forbidden foods like cakes, samosas, Coca-Cola, despite being a traditional Brahmin widow. What secret did Ratna and Rukmini share? Ratna secretly smuggled non-vegetarian and store-bought foods for Rukmini. How did Rukmani's family react to her? How did Rukmani's family react to her unusual food cravings? They were shocked, but often gave in to her demands. Then, what food items did Rukmini enjoy that were taboo for her, not allowed? She enjoyed lemon tarts, Coca-Cola, bhel puri, and cakes with eggs. Why did Rukmani's mother-in-law initially resist calling the doctor? She feared the chaos of relatives visiting and disrupting Ratna's studies. What was the doctor's advice regarding Rukmani's condition? He suggested letting her die peacefully at home. How long was Rukmani in the nursing home? She spent 10 days. She spent 10 days in the nursing home before Rukmani died, or before Rukmani's death. What did Rukmani demand just before her death? She asked for a red sari with a white gold border and spicy snacks. Then, how did Rukmani die? She died in the nursing home, choking on her own fluids from the cancer. How did Ratna feel after Rukmani's death? She felt a mix of loss, nostalgia, and confusion, haunted by Rukmani's bold personality. What did Ratna do with Rukmani's old saris after her death? She tore them into shreds. What did Ratna replace in Rukmani's cupboard? She filled it with her medical textbooks. What did Ratna associate with Rukmani after her death? Ratna associated Rukmani with the smell of musty saris and stale confections. Afterwards, why did Ratna visit tea stalls and bakeries after Rukmani's death? She searched for traces of her great grandmother's memories in the food she enjoyed. How did Rukmani's family prepare her body for cremation? They dressed her in a plain brown widow's sari and prayer beads. What did Ratna cover Rukmani's body with initially? She covered her body with a bright red silk sari, which her mother removed, considering it inappropriate for a widow. What does the narrator mean by the phrase, I plot her revenge for her? Ratna feels guilty for Rukmani's repressed life and indulges in unhealthy food in her memory. Last question. What does the story reveal about the theme of tradition versus individuality? The story contrasts Rukmani's rebellious. I'm sorry. The story contrasts Rukmani's rebellious desires against the restrictions imposed by societal norms. I repeat, there's a slip of tongue. The story contrasts Rukmani's rebellious desires against the restrictions imposed by societal norms. That is the theme here: tradition versus individuality. So, friends, this is how I try to bring here the important questions from the lesson. And the feast from the lesson, we can say the feast by Githa Hariharan, the feast, right? If you have liked this video, click on the like button, share this video to your friends, subscribe the channel if you have not yet done it. For 5 marks, 10 marks, you can watch the summary of this video on the summary of this story. Thank you so much for watching this video.